welcome to the very first Lazy Kate Textiles podcast. My name's Kathy.
My name's Jessamy.
And we're a mum and daughter team, and we are based in the northwest of England. We actually teach in and around Liverpool. That's where our studio is, but we teach in galleries and wool shops all around the northwest, and happy to travel. I hope that this will be an exciting thing for you to join in with as well, although we are aware that the bar for excitement is very low since COVID, so we understand if your excitement levels are particularly low. So what we want to do is we want to take what we have in and around the northwest, which is a lovely community of spinners and weavers, and we want to expand that really by using this podcast. On our workshops, we teach with our spinning. We will teach people the whole process. Some people come for day lessons, and on Monday we've got a brand new venture starting up, which is an 8-week sheep to skein course, which we go slowly through the whole process. We try really hard to work with local farmers and use English and British wools, and support different farmers, and take what we want to do is slow our beginners class right down so that we can just take our time, go through different types of spinning, different types of preparation, and we are really looking forward to that. So that's slightly different than our weaving, isn't it? Which you take the lead really on the rigid heddle weaving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so with our weaving we have 2 different workshops. So we've got our basic beginners weaving where people will weave a scarf, but then this weekend we have our 2-day weaving workshop, which is where on the first day you'll come and we use a wider loom, so a 16-inch to 24-inch loom, and on the first day we'll learn how to warp it and then do a little bit of basic weaving, and then on the second day we'll do some different techniques. So we'll do some hem stitch, some pick-up sticks, some Brooks bouquet, and so you'll go away with a sample piece and you'll hopefully be confident and ready to go with your own weaving. So that's what we've got this weekend.
Mm-hmm. So what we want to do with the podcast really is we'd like to find out what you want to learn. When people come on our workshops, particularly the rigid heddle weaving, they tell us what they want to use, the colours that they want to use. We have traditionally used acid dyes, and of course, so some of these, just to give you an idea, these which all need making them into balls. These are some of the colours that people have asked for this weekend. Now these are acid dyed yarns. We'd like to move slowly away from those if we can. So if you see behind us, these are all naturally dyed yarns, so some people are using those today. So people tell us what they want, and that basically is what inspires us, and that's what we'd like to carry on with our podcast. So we'd want to hear what you want to have on a podcast that you would feel you want to join in with. So who do you want to hear interviewed? Specifically spinners or weavers from the UK. We've got so many really, really talented people out there. There's a huge amount of initiatives happening to promote wool, Lake District Tweed, we've got Fibre Shed. There's so many things happening, and we want to interview the people that you want to hear from. So that's something that we want to do, isn't it?
Like we said, we get really inspired by people coming on our workshops, because obviously we feel that we're very lucky with what we do, because we do get to do what we love and create all the time. But once you get into a rhythm of that, you maybe start to create the same sort of things each time. And so when people come to our workshops and they're using different colours that we would, apart from the ones that we would use, or different techniques, or trying something that we maybe didn't think would work and then somehow did work, I always find that really inspiring. So I'm excited to this weekend to see what's created, and we would also really like to put some little tutorials of things that we do on the podcast. So as well as saying who you'd like to see interviewed, maybe if you've got any requests for little tutorials of things, then we can definitely do that, can't we?
We can, and those could be to do with rigid heddle weaving, or they could be to do with spinning. And so we want to just have everybody join in this community and give you what you want to hear. So if you in the notes in the comments if you put some questions there, or you can email us. There'll be a lot of links and notes to do with the podcast. Jess and me will post some of those, and we'd love to hear from you. So spread the word, because we would like this to be running in the long term. Really, it's something that we've been planning for a little while, and we'd really like it to have legs. But we know that from our experience in our workshops, we know that that's not down to us. That is down to this amazing community that's out there of spinners and weavers and knitters and wonderful creative people. So we'll be back in a fortnight. We'll post some pictures of our workshops that we have, the spinning and the weaving one that's coming up. You can follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, so comment on there as well, and we'll see you in a fortnight. Okay,
See you.
Bye.